Alright, so this is kind of a rant about stuff I generally hate. It pains me to even talk about it. So, something I have a strong hatred for, and I'm gonna seem like a monster this, but they're driving because they're little kids. Little kids, they just drive me crazy. I don't like them, but I'm trying my best to ignore them. They yell, they scream, they cry, they pick fights, and they're much smaller too. If someone smaller tries to pick a fight with you, it just drives me crazy. It's so annoying. And then another thing that annoys me is Roblox. I know it's for little kids, but still, Roblox, it just drives me crazy because I have to hear about it all the time from my little brother. And because it's not even fun. It's so easy because there's so many bots. And that gives kids a false sense of security. Well, every once in a while you'll run into a good player, but no. Bots. This sucks. Roblox is not a game that I like, and it's let me develop a hatred towards Roblox players. Especially small children. They rage easily too. They get spoiled too. And they hit you, and if a kid ever kids have tried to hit me, which I get very angry about that. Obviously, I don't even know why I need to say that. They always complain about homework. Like my brother, for once, I've never seen a kid or anyone so desperate just to get out of 15 minutes of reading. That's not even that bad. It's like 911. What's your emergency? I'm being abused. My parents are making me read 15 minutes. You're a moron. It's not illegal to do your homework. Yeah, and then I have a lot of homework, but I don't bitch about it. I just do it, and then or I make a mistake of procrastinating, and then no. Oh, and he likes to demand a lot of my stuff too. Like he'll like to come into my room and like just demand stuff. That's what That's what a lot of entitled kids do. Entitled kids are the worst. But they are fun to watch. That's it. I'll give it to them. If you just see an entitled kid going, "Mommy, I want this," it is pretty entertaining. And then commercials. Oh, they make me so annoyed because they can be the cringiest things ever. Well, it depends on things. Like there's some like movie commercials. Sometimes they're like, "This is the best animated film of the year." No, it's not. A lot of the films I say for suck, but it's mostly kids movies. It's fine. But kids movies aren't really my thing. I don't really like them. Well, okay, Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory is good, but oh, and babies. I never understood babies. Like, people think they're so adorable. I can never understand why. They're bald. They're small. All they do is use the bathroom, cry, and laugh, and sleep. That's about it. Well, and eat. They just drive me crazy. Like, if you hear them in a restaurant going off, it's so annoying. And they won't stop, too. They give them what they want, and then that just leads to a spoiled kid later on, and then kids always defend, like, "Oh, he didn't know, he's so young." I'm pretty sure they did know most of the time. And they can get away with just about anything. Ew. Even though, yeah, the only good thing about funny thing about kids is watching them throw tantrums. is that all kind of kids remind me of Reagan from The Exorcist. Okay. Oh, another thing that kind of annoys me is, yeah, anyone entitled, that just bothers me a lot. Oh yeah, also people who are and then this probably annoys a lot of people, but you know that loud person that like say you're waiting for something and then their phone rings and they're talking really loudly. Well, that just really annoys me. Then and then again, commercials are just annoying, especially those ones where they have those little skits and yeah, skits and then the iPad commercial. Like an old guy saying, "I can't do an old guy voice." So is this a computer? And then this blonde nerd is like, "No, it's an iPad." Like, then I don't understand the point of it. It's like a kid's device. It's basically a phone without without data. Yeah, it's basically a phone without cellular data. I never understood the point of it, but yeah, kids are because you don't want that because cellular data costs money. But I'm pretty sure. They drive me crazy. Oh come on, yeah, the some game. Little kids are funny sometimes, but only on like video games. Like, yeah, there are some toxic kids in Fortnite. Like I remember Fire Breath. Yeah, remember when Fortnite was a thing? Oh. And you know what's kind of annoying also with YouTube and TV and iPads? Is that, like, with the phones, they play the same commercial for the same game, and then they're like, they put these commercials that are so annoying, kind of cringy, but like, only 99%, or no, 99% of people will fail to play this game, and then most of the time the games aren't even that good. Well, I don't really download them, and in fact, I saw this trailer for this one game, I don't remember what it's called, I think Golf Club or something, and I had one of those ads, and I was considering downloading it for it, but then I didn't because of that. And then, oh, and then kids YouTubers. Like, I know YouTube's licensing, they need kid-friendly content, but yeah, I don't understand why people do kid videos, because they have much stricter guidelines. In fact, that's the only reason I swear in these videos, is to make sure I don't have to deal with that. And then most of the videos, and like, they're so cringy about these kids just doing a pretend show with these terrible editing effects. And those times, they're getting spoiled by their parents. That's more of on the parents. Like, yeah, like Ryan Toys Review, like all those Toys Review channels. Some of them just make me want to. Like, yeah. They make me want to grab another 2 pens. They make me want to grab a pen and impale myself. Kind of, not really. I'll grab a pen and stab myself right in the brain with it. That's how I felt after that. Because they make me cringe so much. Cringe is the main enemy on YouTube. Yeah, I know there are many rants. Then yeah, on TV they play the same exact kinds of commercials. Like I remember time because I'm a Simpsons fan, and I was binge watching, and then they keep playing the same commercial for this AT&T company, or AT&T, I think. And then how the commercial goes, sometimes this boy band without dancing, cringe. And then they're saying how stuff is Spotify Premium on us to get it, and then like my family used to use AT&T. The customer service is terrible. Yeah, the customer service sucks in AT&T. He also, so yeah, using it. So they have security, but yeah. That's the other thing. You know what kids complain about the most? Or at least my brother does. Limited screen time. Like, I know I had to deal with that too, but that's their problem. I don't think I deserve to have to hear about it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that because I don't like little small children. Like, for some reason, another thing that just grinds my gears is when someone smaller than me, when I say smaller, I mean at least 5 inches smaller than me, he tries to give me orders. But unfortunately, and then I can't even do anything about it either because we have these things called laws. Kids are so annoying. And then sometimes they come to me and try to just do something that really grinds my gears because I don't just go out of my way to pick fights with small children in real life. I do online sometimes because toxic kids honestly make me laugh. But pretty sure a lot of us can relate. Like, yeah, kids when they're me, it's kind of like what just happened. How I was just knocked off for only being able to hit him once. They were so low too. Oh well. Then them raging at the game is funny, and then you know what was what's really annoying is how that's something that's really annoying. But yeah, I say that way too much. I just realized it's how sometimes moms think they have a better understanding of technology than us gamers do, and then yeah. Sometimes it's annoying when I want you to pause the game for a stupid reason. Like, I remember back, I think, when I was 9-ish. I'm not saying how long ago that was, but that background noise is my dog, Finley. And my bed's gone. Yeah. Oh, then another thing that... Okay, I always do that. Don't know why. And then, something I hate the most, and this happened to me one time when I was annoying this little kid, is that he's like, little kids act like I'm gonna call their mom, like, their mom is not, like, some kind of superhero online. They're not like Thor, they're not like Thor that will annoy the other kid and try to get them to log off. Like, they're like, you annoying my son. Normally I'll either, if I'm in a bad mood sometimes I might pick a fight. Yeah, and then a lot of kids like tell me they have aimbot, and then they're like, Mom, this kid's annoying me on the thing, and that just makes it really annoying, because moms think they can just shut off a stranger's Wi-Fi. Most of the time, though, they don't do that. No, they might scream for a bit. Sometimes, most of them don't. But no, usually what they'll do is that they'll just shut off the kid's Xbox. And that actually is pretty funny. I never realized how much I hated entitled people until now. And my teammate's gone. Oh well. Looks like I gotta get yellow. Let's try to. Yeah, small children are what really grinds my gears. And then they're squeaky voices too. They're squeakers. People think it's cute. No. And then notice they like to annoy you on purpose sometimes, and whenever they do that, I just want to teach them a lesson. But no, we have these things called laws. What's that one? Make me want to. And then another thing I hate, I'm not sure if this is normal or bratty. You can kind of use that, but something I hate is being told what to do also. But it doesn't matter. Like, sometimes it's also something to do, but sometimes it's just completely unreasonable. Well, and then Roblox is... Oh. Yeah, it's just not good. And they would complain about many things. There are toxic kids who, some kids like other people to buy them stuff, and then those kids, I don't know what to think about them. I'm just kidding, I do. They just really grind my gears, and then I know I'm an edgy person, but yeah, I wish I could just be like Thanos and just snap them all away. In fact, my hatred towards kids is what led me to It in horror. I was thinking about hating little kids and and then I see, and this was like a little bit before It 2017. Or yeah, around the time of It 2017 in theaters, and then, or It Chapter 1 is called. And then I just see the Georgie death thing, because some guy. And then I see that, and I've learned, and that's how I figured out where horrors were all the carnage is. And that's how I got into the genre. Because it was also one of my first horror films. Which I think Scream was, but oh well, that's not what the rant's about. And then kids sometimes, they like to take stuff too. I remember this one kid that, we were at the pool, I was younger during this. So, I'm not the most proud of what I did then. But yeah, this small kid wants to give me a gun, and then I say no, politely. I say, no. Actually, no, it wasn't that polite. But I was younger. They can use the excuse, so can I. And then their bigger brother comes along, and I'm bigger than this kid also, and he tries to demand from me. And I just refuse, and then after a time, and then they're like, can I play the game with you? Because I have a little brother in time, and I still do have a little brother. So Water War. I just think kind of rude, and then I'm like, okay, you want to play? I splashed him right in the face. Shouldn't have done that, but I'm like, okay, game over, I win, and then he's just really angry, and then goes off. And then babies also, they don't understand personal property, about what's theirs and what's not theirs. Like, I remember, I can't tell you how many kids I've had to yank my stuff from. Yeah, they suck at tug of war, because they're small, obviously. I don't know why children are just so annoying. My parents think that they're awesome, but in my opinion, they're freeloaders. Yeah, sure, I was a little kid once, and that sucks. I've been ranting for 18 minutes, and it's not even much of a rant, too. Never knew how much I hated little kids until I started talking about it. And then, they make the cringiest content ever and think it's fun. Like, they make, the 3 a.m. challenges, they're just so cringe. And they can really grind my gears sometimes. And then lots of kids, they'd like to demand free stuff. And then another thing is that their laws are different, because apparently they don't know, but I think if you've been around 10 years and then you know stealing's not allowed or something like that, you should not be able to just shoplift without something like that. Like, I've heard about that, but I think like a 9-year-old, 10-year-old should know that stealing's not okay. Oh, it's you again. Oh, I'm lagging. Yeah, then another thing, they always, like, the typical lag excuse, but it's fine, but That's the other thing that just North Carolina school, they're crying, and then they're always so pathetic, but no, I have to be positive to them. That's just something I hate. I don't think I deserve to, like, that's just not a common belief. Sure, everyone loves positive things. No, I've always been, I'm kind of a, if it's not obvious, I'm a pessimist. And then I have, I have lots of reasons for hating children. And they're not very good. They always laugh. And then another thing that annoys me is that how they're kids and then things. I hate the excuse they're just kids. Yeah, so what if they haven't had no experience with me? If they know, I don't think that makes a difference. I just bought a minor fatigue trap. Oh. But yeah, they just make me cringe. Sometimes too, their content. Another thing, they're so dumb. Oh. Well, I like Patrick. Like, I remember, like, in that episode where he says, that's stupid, but it's also dumb. I felt like he was describing small children when he said that. That because, yeah, I don't tolerate them, and that's my problem. I'm not sure it's obvious too, that it's mostly my fault, because I'm not a very patient person. Okay, more fireballs. Oh. That was a waste of fireballs for them. And then, yeah, they're always on the arrogance, they're always complaining. And then, no, and then they're always, yeah, they're so ugly a lot of the time, too. My opinion, yeah. I've heard the same kind of rants. I'm more of a, yeah, I understand why people want little kids. They're expensive, and a lot of times they misbehave. Okay, it's true. I'm more of a dog person. Dogs are cheaper, to be honest, because you don't have to pay for them to go to school or something like that. Okay, to be fair, you don't have to pay for a kid to go to school. Public school's free, but you don't have to ask your dog, did you do your homework? Your dog's not gonna ask you for video game consoles, which are expensive. And then a lot of times, if a kid's entitled, sometimes they'll have an entitled parent. And also, it also depends on the parenting. A lot of kids are bad because of their parents. It's not completely the kid's fault, just partially. How did I not hit that guy? And our bed's gone. Oh, they drive me crazy. And then all the family-friendly movies are so bad. Make the kids think I'm a princess. Okay, yeah, cosplay's fine, but because I do act a lot like my favorite characters, so it's like Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And well, I do like things, and then I can't watch my shows from them. That just drives me bananas. It's like as I said, I'm a Simpsons fan. It's not really a kids show, kind of is, but it's just partial. But it's more of a show for teenagers, and then sometimes I'm asked in general. The most kids shows are absolute garbage. Storylines are garbage. Things yet. Oh, what is Disney thing? Like Mickey Mouse. When I see Mickey Mouse, if anyone who hasn't seen horror, if you haven't seen Halloween, you're probably unfamiliar with this. Like, there's a scene in Halloween when Michael Myers' therapist is at a place where he ate a dog, or his old house where there's a dog that is partially eaten. And the therapist says that when he met him, he discovered that Michael Myers had the devil's eyes. That's how I imagine small children. They have the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Yeah, The Exorcist portrays it well, but it's not because of that movie. I and things. Reagan is. I don't really consider it. My definition of a child is someone that's not a teenager. It's a little different. It's not the same definition as a minor. Yeah. It's why I never tell kids. And then schools, I don't understand people put up with it. They're talkative. They don't really understand much. And then sometimes, like, they could be the worst people ever. And then they don't understand games. They throw tantrums. Like, they're at the time where the kid would, like some kids, like, in real life, you know how in game, if any gamer would know that, how some kids in gaming, they'll just throw a headset or controller down, and things like that. Oh, they drive me crazy in real life. And then, yeah, I don't care that I'm much older and a little more mature than small kids. And I think the blue team sees me. But I'm gonna try it anyway, and it looks like it didn't work. I've been going on for all the time. That sucks. Like, if you want to take care of something nice, go ahead. That's your problem. If you want to take care of a kid, because I'm a dog person and I like to take. Dogs are. I prefer dogs over kids because dogs. A lot of dogs don't have anger issues. They're very forgiving creatures. And especially dogs will protect from little kids, and then they receive special treatment too from parents. Like, say you skateboarding and then you narrowly miss a kid. Some mothers will just yell at you for not hitting your kid with your skateboard, which is just stupid. And then video games. Well, that's not bad. I'm a huge gamer, but I hate how the media is blaming what bad stuff that kids do on gaming. Kids are kids, which kids are scum. Because since kids are kids, it's not gaming's fault. They were scum before they played video games. Because anyone with a brain would know that. Yeah, they can just be friends. And then, if you remember that meme that the kid's like, "You're in my room, I'm playing Minecraft." That's how most kids are. They have a roof under their heads, free food, free drinks, free bed, and things. But yeah, kids are so greedy too. And I know I was a kid. I was greedy at one point. I still am a bit, but nothing the kids do is gonna get them far in life. And then I hate how. Yeah, they act so innocent. That's the most annoying part. They act so innocent about things, but in my opinion, if it's smaller than you and it doesn't, if it's smaller than you, it's hard to consider it innocent. And I just lost a lot of stuff. Great job, me. I'm terrible at this game. Apparently. Like, bruh, what is the problem with them? Why are they like this? Why? I wish I wish that I could just I wish all little kids were gone. Like, there's Like little kids, like okay, puppy dogs do act like little kids. Like there's the puppy eyes and then there's the kids. But the thing is, dogs show appreciation. They give you like they make you feel better. And the thing, dogs are free security. Free security. They have teeth. But the thing is, the dogs are less likely to use the teeth on you if you make them do that. Because if you don't give them the television. Oh, stupid generator. And today was a bad day. Also, yeah, that's about it for the rant.